Hey y'all, it's Zack, the legal tech advisor here at Lawyerist. Today I'd like to talk to you about advanced billing features, specifically about TimeSolv's split billing feature. Recently, I sat down with Scott Clayson of TimeSolv, and he showed me all about this feature in their product. Have a listen and see what you think.
Kind of ones that always really bubble to the top of differentiators for us.
Mm-hmm.
One is we have a really robust split billing functionality.
Okay.
When you have clients, or this really comes into play with a lot of family law, I think, where you might have siblings that want to split, like, estate plan or whatever, so you have parties that come to you and say, hey, can we split this invoice multiple ways?
Mm-hmm.
We have the ability to not only, I don't know if you want to actually see it or not, but you can set up split billing in TimeSolv with as many parties as you'd like, using whatever percentage split you want to do. So for example, you could have
Okay.
5 parties you're going to split the invoice for, but only one party, you want one party to pay 50% of the invoice and the other 4 parties to make up the other 50% equally. You can
Yeah.
split it out in that detail. The way you do it, and you can even do it after you've already created a bunch of time entries. You can essentially go back retroactively and decide to split those time entries
Okay.
when you place them on an invoice. So what you do is and again, I'm a little rusty on this, so forgive me if I get
Oh,
this a little wrong, but when you're at the client level, no, we need to go to a matter level and split billing tab here.
mm-hmm.
We can first say we have 2 options for splitting as well. Just a general, as you can imagine, split the hours and the amount, just the amount of the invoice, or split hours and calculate the amount comes into play if you have different billing rates for the clients that you have to split with.
Mm-hmm.
So one client that you're splitting it with, you're doing full rate, another one you give them a 20% discount. This will take that into play once you select the actual clients,
Mm-hmm.
which again is pretty unique, I think.
Yeah.
So what you do is you just add your matter. So, this John Crow, he's going to be the kind of master matter, if you will. I'm going to hit save here for him. Then I'm going to do, you can just keep adding, find other clients and matters you have, and then say, okay, they're going to get, 60% of the time and 100% of the expenses. I mean, you can just, like I said, split it as many ways as you'd like.
Yeah.
Just keep adding people. It's fantastic, actually. Then when you actually generate your invoices, you have an option when you're creating your drafts, when you go to new draft invoices here, to check a box to say, hey, split the bills for this matter. You choose the master matter, if you will, that you
Mm-hmm.
created that split billing from. Then it'll actually take those entries and split them out accordingly. And you can then see them when you're viewing your entries here on the time entry screen. You would actually see them split out amongst the two. And you can undo them
Okay.
too if you need
Okay.
to as
Yeah.
well. So it's a really powerful. We were lucky in that one of our account executives and one of our support people both used to work at pretty big law firms,
Mm-hmm.
and they both had to deal with split billing a lot. So when we finally came to the time of creating split billing, we basically just asked them, like, in your dream world, how would you set up split
What would
billing?
it do? Yeah.
Yeah, how would it function exactly? And so they helped kind of develop this, and the developers did it. So we feel like this is a really strong feature within TimeSolv that you don't really see many other places.
So that's just one of the many advanced features that TimeSolv has to offer. So I hope you learned something. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next time around the Lawyerist ecosystem.